All right. As I promised, we are back again with another breathtaking presentation on the topic importance of evaluating tablet properties. So, without wasting time and with a round of applause, let us welcome the next presenter. All right, you're welcome. All right, thank you. Again, we're going to be looking at the importance of evaluating tablet properties. The tablet properties that we're going to be looking at are hardness, friability, and then disintegration as part of the tablet properties. These are the basic tablet properties that we're going to be looking at, their importance and the importance of evaluating them. All right, so tablet properties encompass a range of physical and chemical characteristics that influence their performance and quality. The most critical properties include what I have actually mentioned. So, tablet properties are those specific things that makes us know that this tablet is actually very good. You understand? When we talk about the hardness, when we talk about the friability, when we talk about the disintegration, when we talk about the dissolution, when we talk about the content uniformity of such tablet. These are all the properties that makes a good tablet. So we are going to be checking the importance of evaluating some of these properties, as I mentioned earlier: hardness, friability, and then disintegration. So just to bring to our notice that hardness is also referred to as the crushing strength of measuring the force required to fracture a tablet. The amount of energy, the force that you're going to have to apply into causing a tablet to break is what we regard to as hardness, how hard the tablet is. And then we'll talk about friability as well, which quantifies the tablet's resistance to surface abrasion. If a tablet is subjected to abrasion, to little shake, you understand, the the very quality that enables the tablet to not disintegrate, start breaking off um, at the edges or center or whatnot is regarded to as the friability. Then we have the disintegration property of the tablet, which also refers to the time required for a tablet to break down into smaller particles or granules in a specific medium. When you subject a tablet to a medium such as water or a solution, that time that is taken for that tablet to disintegrate is regarded to as the disintegration factor or property of such tablet. We also have the solution. So disintegration is different from the solution in the sense that disintegration breaks that tablet into smaller particles, but the solution makes the tablet dissolve completely into the medium by which the tablet is subjected into. We also have content uniformity, which is the property that ensures that each tablet contains a consistent amount of active pharmacotherapeutic ingredient, which is acceptable at a very certain limit. So, in mass production of drug, right, the very factor that enables that each tablet of a batch has the same API content is regarded to as content uniformity, and it is also a very important aspect of tablet property. So we're going to be looking at the tablet hardness properly now. As I have said, that it is the breaking force, the breaking strength of the tablet, that force that you need to actually, render a tablet into different parts is regarded to as a tablet hardness. So we are talking about the importance of checking these tablet properties, right? It is very, very important to also note that the method of measurement for tablet hardness is a key factor. So there are ways by which we can measure tablet hardness. So the measurement of tablet hardness relies on specialized instruments known as hardness testers, which apply a controlled, comprehensive, and compressive force to a tablet until it fractures. So that means for us to test for tablet hardness in this pharmaceutical world, it's not like we are going to have to hold the tablet and break it with our finger. No, that's not how we do it. We have specialized instruments that are regarded to as hardness testers, which helps us by subjecting that tablet to a controlled compressive force until the tablet fractures. So the choice of method of equipment depends on the desired precision, automation level, and compliance with regulatory guidelines. All right, so we have that modern hardness testing employs automated electronic testers that often that offers superior precision, reproducibility, and compliance with a regulatory requirements. Instruments such as the Dr. Schellinger Pharmatron and Sota's hardness testers. They use load cells to apply a controlled force perpendicular to the tablet's diameter, recording the breaking force in newtons with high accuracy. So when you are checking the tablet hardness, when you're checking for the force required for you to apply to it before it is being rendered into part, the unit for such measurement is Newton, because Newton is the unit for force, right? So, and then we have acceptable ranges for tablet hardness. So there are some ranges where when your tablet is subjected into a test and then it rips, you can declare it to be substandard or up to standard. So we are going to be checking these acceptable ranges. The acceptable hardness range for tablets is not universally fixed, but varies based on the tablet formulation, intended use, and manufacturing process. Generally, tablet hardness falls within 4 to 10 kp, and approximately the 4 to 10 kp is 40 to 100 newton. So that is the generally acceptable range for tablet hardness, 40 to 100 newton. Within that range, your tablet should show how strong it is. All right. So for immediate release tablets, which are designed to disintegrate rapidly in the GIT, a moderate hardness of 4 to 8 kp is typically targeted. This range ensures that tablet is robust enough for handling both soft enough to facilitate quick disintegration and drug release. This is by explanation that yes, the tablet is said to be a fast release medication, but we cannot say because it is fast release medication that immediately you take it out of the container, it start breaking off. You understand? So during the manufacturing process, it would have been subjected to a test in Newton by units to know if it is enough. And as I rightly said, the tablet strength is going to be dependent on the type of formulation and the intended use of the drug. So there are different factors that can affect tablet hardness. The choice and proportion of excipients, you understand, the formulation, as I rightly said, whether it is a very sustained release type of medication or a very fast release type of medication. We also have environmental conditions such as the storage and among every other thing. Tooling and equipment, we know, I said it as well that we have different um, testers for tablet hardness. So it depends on the one that you are using. So these are the factors that affect the level of evaluating tablet hardness. So we're going to be moving to tablet friability. And as I rightly said, but I'll bring to our remembrance again that tablet friability is also very critical quality that is attributed to tablets. And then in pharmaceutical manufacturing, assessing the ability of tablet to withstand mechanical stress during handling packaging and transportation. This is the measure of friability. During packaging, during transportation, it's not like you are subjecting it to a very high force that can rip it into parts. But there is going to be this mechanical shaking here and there. That is why we need to subject our tablets to friability testing to determine how strong they are when they are being exposed to mechanical stresses. All right. So the purpose of friability testing is multifaceted, and then I've mentioned just that. We have friability testing procedures using a friabilator. So remember, in tablet hardness, we have instrument, and in friability testing as well, we have instrument, which is the friabilator. So friability testing is conducted using a specialized instrument called a friabilator, which subjects tablets to controlled mechanical stress. The tablet's strength is subjected to force, but this one is subjected to a controlled mechanical stress that the tablet might, at the end of the day, encounter during transportation and all of that. So um, stress through tumbling and a rotating drum. This procedure is standardized under USP 1216 tablets for ability to ensure reproducibility and compliance with regulatory guidelines. All right, so I'm going to be giving us the steps involved in friability testing. Number one is the sample selection and preparation. So I'm going to select and prepare your tablets that you want to subject to friability. And number two is to weigh the initial weight of the drug before putting it into a friabilator. So you take your initial weight and then you now subject that tablet into friabilator, which is the friability test itself. And after which you take a post weight after the test to determine where there was, wear and tear or fraction of the tablet that got out of the whole compartment. If what I'm saying is explanatory enough, right? So it is very simple. That you're going to prepare your tablet, then you measure it first, you take your initial weight, then you subject it to test, after which you now take your final weight. So you subtract from each other to know how friable your tablet is. So, and then we're going to be moving to tablet disintegration. Tablet disintegration is a fundamental quality attribute in pharmaceutical manufacturing, critical for ensuring that tablet breaks down into smaller particles to facilitate drug release and absorption. So disintegration, as I have rightly said, is just first to break down the tablet into smaller particles. It is quite different from dissolution. So this breaking down into smaller particles foster fast absorption rate because the drug itself cannot get absorbed into your system as a whole. It has to be broken down. And that is why we have to check how well our tablet will break down when a patient uses it. And how do we check? We check by disintegration testing. All right. So the disintegration test apparatus and methodology, as I have rightly given us for the tablet strength, for the tablet friability testing, I'm giving us for the disintegration testing as well. Disintegration testing is conducted using a specialized apparatus designed to stimulate the mechanical and environmental condition tablets encounter in the GIT. All right. So the disintegration test apparatus, commonly referred to as the disintegration tester. We have the disintegration tester for disintegration test. We have the friabilator for friability test, and then we have apparatus, specialized apparatus for tablet strength as well. All right, inside this disintegration tester, which consists of a basket rack assembly, a basket rack assembly containing 6 open-ended glass tubes, each holding one tablet. The tubes are secured within a basket that is suspended in a 1 liter beaker filled with a specified test medium such as water or simulated gastric fluid at 1.2 pH. What this is trying to tell us is that using a disintegration testing apparatus, we are going to just simulate how the tablet will be when we actually use it. So that is why we are using solution like water and a specialized solution to imitate the gastric fluid inside of us, which is how a tablet is being subjected to disintegration. All right. So we are going to be talking about the interrelationship between tablets properties. All of these tablets properties, the disintegration, the friability, what is the relationship between them? So we are going to be talking about how hardness affects friability. Tablet hardness defined as the force required to fracture a tablet. Okay, and then hardness reflects the degree of interparticle bonding and tablet compactness achieved during compression. I'm going to be moving directly to um, importance of tablet evaluation. Why are we subjecting our tablets to test? Why are we evaluating all of these tablets using Friabilitor, using all of this method I have mentioned? So number one is the regulatory and quality control aspect, which is very, very important and are integral to tablet evaluation, ensuring that the tablet meets stringent standards for safety, efficacy, and consistency. If these tests are not done, some batches will come out and then maybe there is an error. You will be the one to bear it. But because of the tests that are being done during manufacturing, if there is an error, just if, it will be quickly corrected. So that is the aspect by which evaluation of tablets is very, very important. Quality control. And also, in-process testing is critical for real-time process control, detecting deviations early to prevent defective products and reduce manufacturing costs. If there is a manufacturing deviation because we failed to test our tablet, it will incur so much loss on the company because no one will buy such products. You understand? So, and also from a patient perspective, rigorous quality control enhances trust and adherence. If your patient knows that your tablet used to be very strong and at some time they now got another one that failed to meet the standard they have always knew, they will have trust issues with your product, which can, of course, apart from the manufacturing cost loss, your sales also will reduce. Mhm. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you very much. I am a proud lecturer. I am proud. I am proud of you guys. I am happy. I'm very, very happy, and I don't know how to express how I feel. Yes, this is very, very important. It's very, very important. He pointed out the importance of doing all this. It's not just some people. If it is something that why the regulatory bodies are there to ensure that this thing, so as to look for who they will take money from, who they will extort money from, and the company they will close down, and they to witch hunt some people. Nobody is witch hunting anybody. These things are just there to help us serve to for the public interest. And at the end of this whole thing is public health. Everything geared towards what? Public health. The safety of the patient. Very, very important. The safety of the what? The public, to safeguard the safety of the public. And that's what NAFDAC will tell you. Safeguarding the what? The health. The health of the what? The public. So it's very, very important we do all these things. So like he pointed out, if you don't check all these things, there'll be a problem. Of course, the company will lose. They will lose the money invested. At the same time, they will even lose sales because confidence will not be there again. And if this is not carried out, the stability issues we will be talking about will set in. And if stability issues comes in, of course, some product of degradation can be what harmful to the what the patient. I don't want to start all over again, but I want to thank you for today's presentation. Now, for the viewers who want to go on a break, so we can rest for some time, but we are here for you today till 6 p.m. We are here. So as you can go for break, always check to know when we are back again. And God will bless you as you stay with us today. See you next time.
Finally. How are you going to stay here too?